Welcome back to the Mod Addict. So guys, today I'm working on a project, something small, but it's going to benefit both cars. So I am working on the supercharged Fox body today. If you are new to the channel, this is my 90LX. It is Powerdyne supercharged, old school supercharger, makes about 7 psi. Trick flow intake, still got stock E7 heads. Full bolt-on other than that, on Holley Terminator X. I have a package here from Evil Energy, and like I said, this is going to benefit both vehicles. Now, this is not something crazy or ridiculous in this, but I've already got the catch can going on here, so let's open this up and take a look. That's right, a nice set of quality thick wall silicone vacuum lines. So I have all these old decrepit lines on here, and I'm going to start taking them off, replacing them with nice lines one by one. But these lines that are still good, like this and this, they will be going to that car, because that car has a ton that are just chewed up. So I'll be able to salvage some, and at the same time we'll get some good lines in this car. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get started on this. I'm going to start on this right here because I didn't like the length of this, and then I added in here, there was 2 lines, and there's an actual barb fitting in here to attach the 2 lines. So I'm going to go ahead and redo this catch can setup, and then this one is really good, but then this one looks kind of old, so we're just going to go through and see what needs to be replaced, and then I'll cover what I did when I'm done. Alright, so I replaced these, and I went to go do these, and then I was feeling they're so soft and pliable, and then I remembered I just did all of them when I did the intake, because they was all rotten. So I went to Advance and got, it's not really vacuum hose, but it works. They're thick wall. All that's pliable, so that leaves me quite a bit still left in this box right here to go under the hood of that car. And I'm just going to do one more quick glance over, make sure there's not a vacuum line I'm missing. We got the one that goes to the blow-off valve, got the one that goes to the brake booster, one to the intake, and one to the fuel pressure regulator. Other than that, everything seems to be fine. This one was capped off because this is where the supercharger, you don't want to supercharge the, or you don't want to pressurize the vacuum system. Having that open will actually blow air into there, and just, it can cause issues. Long story short. So I have it vented over here to the catch can, from this one to the catch can. So we should be good here. And then I have the filter in the back here. All the other vacuum lines appear to be good, so I can move on and show y'all what I'm dealing with over here if y'all haven't seen it already. Okay, because these could potentially see a little bit of boost, I've put zip ties on all of them. Just to show you, this was what was on here before, and this stuff is just, it's flimsy. It was already kinked in one spot, which I didn't know. So it was good to get it off of there and get some of this thick-walled stuff on there. This is a little piece of what it was replaced with. Very thick wall, don't kink, like, look at that, it's not kinking. So much better quality stuff. Brutal, Deadbeat Garage, a few other people, they swear by Evil Energy, so I decided to check them out, and so far everything so far I've absolutely loved. So let's move forward with getting over to that car on the neglected notch and see what we can get started on there. Oh well, I want to make the wire loom here, the zip tie wire loom. I'll get with that in just a second. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you put a zip tie going across, you don't tighten it up, and then you separate each one with the individual zip tie. Cut all these off, and it'll look like a good loom there. Brutal actually taught me that, so shout outs to Nakia. And that is the finished product. Now you can turn this more where it like wraps around underneath, but that don't bother me. But I clip them all off, then I turn the things, the actual ends underneath, and that's how it looks. Alright, so the injector harness, the injector harness, my butt, the distributor hole has been plugged this whole time, so hopefully that saves some stuff. But you can tell there's nest everywhere. In a typical fashion, they haven't showed up to this property in weeks. I get out here filming and they have to show up with a lawnmower and they have to start mowing. I just don't understand I don't understand how this works. Like, how do they know? How is it always? I've sit here all day and I'm like, well, nobody's going to show up next door. Nothing's going to happen. There's nothing going on today. I'm going to record. It finally stopped raining. It's been raining this morning. And I'm like, okay, I can go record now. And the universe is like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I have a lot to get vacuumed out of here, as mentioned. But you can tell, like, this vacuum line here, this wire, spark plug wire, is down to the core. This wire, this vacuum hose, or coolant hose rather, right here, eat down. A lot of the stuff is just unplugged. So I need to get in here and start getting this stuff cleaned up the best I can. Alright, do you remember me saying, I feel like, if I get the ignition and get the stuff in, that this thing's going to fire right up? Yeah, this is the injector harness. All of these are chewed up. Look at all the wiring going. Like, the distributor one looks safe, but all of that, look at that. Can you see that right there? Right there? Look at all them wires. Then you have this over here. So yeah, it's going to need a whole new injector harness. All that's got to be replaced. Not what I was expecting. Not ideal, but it's in the grand scheme of things, it's not that huge of a deal either. I mean, It's just something else to add to the list and something else to take my time on, really. I mean, I'm not that worried over it. But yeah, the mice has chewed up so much. So even over here, that's a vine growing in there. There we go. Look at that. But I don't know what this goes to. I don't know if it's part of the. I don't think it's the headlight or the turn signal. I think it went to something to do with like the coolant, like low coolant signal or something like that. I forget what it was. It's been a while since I've had to deal with the wiring for this, but I rewired that entire car. Like I built the harness and everything for that car. Other than the Terminator X, I mean, all the factory wiring over here for the headlights, taillights, everything. I had to build all that. So this is nothing that scares me. It is going to need several new wires. Some of these wires look really good. Like, look at that. But then look at the end. And then look how it's clogged full of stuff. So I just have to get new wires, new injector harness. But if you look down at the frame rails down here, all this is really good. I was focusing on cleaning that stuff really good to make sure that, you know, that it was indeed good and clean. And yeah. So while I was going to go ahead and replace the vacuum lines, kind of pointless because that intake's going to have to come off. I would love to go with another Terminator X or something like that, but if you look here, I mean, this is what they call the salt and pepper shakers. All this is chewed up. So just replacing the whole system would be ideal, honestly. But it's a little bit more progress on both cars. So got it cleaned up, got things assessed, got the huge nest out of there that was like a squirrel nest or something. There's part of it there. Ignore the mess there. I had that stuff in a bag and something got in it, but regardless, that's yeah. So yeah, it took quite a bit of elbow grease. I vacuumed it out. The vacuum kept getting stuck. I turned it around where it was just a blower essentially and started blowing that stuff out. Blasted it with super clean. I can't get half the stuff done without super clean, I'll be honest. That stuff is just amazing. It just cuts through so much. There was grime on there that I was scraping up. Sprayed that super clean, and it just kind of just disintegrated off there. Love the stuff. Can't say enough about it. Blasted it with a hose after that. It came a lot more clean, but a lot of it was just spider web and stuff like that. But finding that wiring harness in that condition, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out there. And like I said, I'd love to go like another Terminator X or MS3, or hell, I might even go carb on this thing. I don't know anymore. I really don't. Brutal has this setup where he runs a carb with Terminator X. Terminator X controls the timing and ignition and stuff, where the carb just does the fueling. I'm loving that kind of setup. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just tackling little things here and there as I go, and each thing I tackle is just one step closer to getting somewhere. But I'm talking to a few people about the floor pans. I'd love to get the floor pans done, but you know, that's going to be a long process. So this is the Mod Addict. Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't super entertaining like I thought it was going to, you know, somewhat be. But yeah, it turned out that supercharged Fox didn't need a lot, and this car needs way more than I expected, which by now I should expect it. But anyway, we out.
Turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 60 bars, I won't turn around. I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 60 bars, I won't turn around. I